Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you have a magnificent day. I'm here to do an intuitive card reading to see what insights, guidance, and messages that the universe has for us at this time. And happy Lionsgate, everyone. We have some strong energies coming in with the Lionsgate, as per usual, and I just am excited because it's my favorite number, 8. So, the 8-8 portal. But it's the energy's coming in. It's that it's a shifting point, that it's going to be a fresh start, but there could be some turbulence with it in the sense of it's not as it appears. So, for instance, to kind of give you an idea of what this means from my personal life, I had a very fresh start once I got ejected from the toxic group and the narcissist at the end of last year in October. And it was right after the 1010 portal energy gate, interestingly enough. But in the thick of all of that, it was very turbulent. It was very chaotic and dramatic, and they were doing all sorts of disrespectful, hurtful things, creating smear campaigns and all that. And so it's just like, in the midst of all of that, it did not seem like a good thing at all. But, once I made it through it and can look back in hindsight, I was like, oh, this is allowing me this beautiful fresh start. It's allowing me to free up all this time, energy, and, I can start putting my energy, my love, all of that into things that are actually serving me instead of people who have been, as it turned out, to just be using me. So, yeah, it's that kind of thing where it's just like, it's a good thing for you. It could be brutal and painful and challenging in the moment, but it's setting you up for the rest of your life, and it's this beautiful new chapter, this fresh start. So keep an open mind, but let's take a look at the cards and see what the universe wants us to know. Oh yeah, and also these two came out, very Lionsgate energy. We have New Moon in Leo, shine, and Lion Spirit, be generous in spirit, be generous of spirit. And so this is the universe saying, hey, you have the green light. Don't hold yourself back. Don't dim your light. Don't play small. Don't settle for less. Don't sell yourself out and be someone you're not. Like, be generous. Don't buy into the fear, the false evidence appearing real, the lack mentality, the negative narratives, the limiting beliefs, all of that. Be who you truly are. Shine brightly and give without worrying that, because at the end of the day, like with me, with what happened with that toxic group and the narcissist, I gave so freely. I gave generously of the spirit. And, looking back, our human egos might be like, oh, well, I shouldn't have done that because it was all wasted. But the thing is, the energy you put out ultimately always comes back to you. You reap what you sow. So just because that group didn't reciprocate doesn't mean I will not reap my harvest, because I chose love and peace and kindness and respect and all of that. And so in the end of the day, I'm going to harvest the fruits of those labors. And from bits and pieces I've been hearing from people who are talking to me about that group, haven't, been looking for them, but people sometimes come up and tell me things, they're having a really rough time and it is not going well for them. So they are very much reaping what they have sown and experiencing natural consequences. This isn't me celebrating, like, oh boy, they're down. Like, no, it's just matter of fact, this is the truth of the situation. The energy you put out comes back to you. If you're putting out all this nastiness, all this hate, all this lack, you're trying to hoard things to yourself. You're not, giving out of love and kindness and respect and just like common decency to people. That's the energy you're going to get back. People are going to be stingy and nasty to you. And also the messaging coming in, the universe wants you to know that how other people choose to react or respond does not reflect your worth or what you deserve. For instance, that toxic group of the narcissist, not the first time I've experienced that. Experienced it from my family, from peer groups. Like growing up, like all the kids around me decided I was stupid because I was quiet and I didn't say much, and so they just decided that meant I was stupid. And like this has been going on all throughout my life. It's been toxic bosses, toxic coworkers, supposed friends who are just using me and then throwing me out. Like it's happened a lot. And so the universe is saying, don't take how they're treating you as how much you are worth or what you deserve, because that says more about them than it does about you. The universe is saying, yes, these people, they may treat you horribly. Keep being yourself. Keep staying true to yourself. Have your strength of character. Keep showing up. Keep shining. Keep being authentic. Keep being real. Because you don't need to associate with those people. If they can't appreciate you, if they can't respect you, you can walk away. That's what I did with that toxic group and the narcissist. That's what I did with former friends, toxic jobs. Like, they've tried to get me to come back and I refuse. It's just like, I've seen how you treat me. The answer is no. And so, yeah, the universe doesn't want you to worry about that. Like, none of your efforts are wasted, okay? None of them. And it doesn't always feel like it, because literally, like, I have been so kind and giving and peaceful and loving and respectful for like my whole life, and it's just like, feels like person after person, but it feels like this Lionsgate is the start of the shift, because we are leaving behind the old and entering the new. And some people are going to have a really rough time with this because they have decided not to do any of the inner work. They've chosen to, be inauthentic, to manipulate, to deceive, play all these games, backstab, all that. And it's like, you reap what you sow. The energy you put out comes back to you. Good luck, because things like karma and the natural consequences, reaping what you've sown, the manifestation of all that, it's quickening. It's getting faster and faster. So the universe is wanting you to stay true to you and to not sell yourself short. Okay? Again, it can be easier said than done, but the universe really wants us to embody the lion energy right now with this Lionsgate. Yeah. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Yeah, don't let your past define you. If you grew up in toxic, dysfunctional, unhealthy family dynamics like me, if you had all these people using you, whether it be your teachers who're supposed to look out for you, peers, supposed friends, co-workers, romantic partners, friends, whoever, don't let that hold you back. Your past doesn't get to define you. You can literally process all that, transmute it, and wipe the slate clean to have a fresh new start. And that's really what the energy feels like. You're just like, hey, don't let all the people who throw mud and try to soil you and diminish your worth and beat you up because they don't want you to shine brightly. Don't let them get to call the shots. Choose to shine anyway. You get to decide, what is it that you want? You can speak it into existence. You are co-creating with the universe. So what is it that you want? Focus on that. Don't get so caught up in past narratives and the past hurts, the emotional baggage. Be open and honest and real. Don't sidestep it. Don't act like it didn't happen. But you can transmute all of that and use it to propel you forward, to make you shine even brighter, because in spite of it all, you still shine. All this pressure, all this heat, all of that was compressing you into a diamond. And a lot of the people, I think, unconsciously could feel how brilliant and dazzling and bright you were. And that made them uncomfortable and jealous because they feel like they aren't the same. And so that's why they try to get you to doubt yourself, to get you to feel diminished and not recognize your own worth. So yeah, to keep shining. Don't let the past hold you back. Embody the lion. Okay, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Your commitment and dedication to yourself, whether you can show up for yourself, whether or not you can fill up your own cup, whether or not you believe you deserve, that you're inherently worthy, that you can have your dream life, your commitment, your trust, your faith, your hope, like the universe is trying to see, do you actually believe this? Because so many of us can talk the talk and we can walk the walk when things are all smooth sailing. But when things get tough, do you stand firm? Do you stay true? Because that was one thing that made me super happy and proud and excited to see, was that I was still myself, even when that group was all ganging up on me and being so nasty and silencing and kicking out and exiling any person who tried to speak up on my behalf, even just a smidge. They would just like silence them and boot them, even though they were doing all this in a server I created. And so I'm just like, and they're like, this is our server. And it's like, you didn't create this server. What you talking about? Like, it was a whole thing. And I didn't blindly react. I felt strongly when all this was going down, but I took time to pause, to reflect, to process, and make very intentional choices about how I wanted to proceed forward. Because I knew if I like rushed into things and was doing it in the heat of the moment when the emotions were high, I wouldn't be able to take things back. And so I'm just like, how is it that I actually want to show up? And that was a test. Like, the universe isn't trying to set us up to fail, but like, the universe wants to give us more, and it wants to see if we're ready to handle it. It wants to make sure we're prepared, that we're actually committed, that we'll be able to, stand up and weather the storm, to stay the course, because it doesn't want to give us what we've always been dreaming and wanting and yearning for, just for it to fall through our fingers. Like, that would crush so many people. So this is why the universe will test us and make sure that we are actually prepared for it, because it wants us to succeed. The universe, the divine, it loves us so much. It has so much divine unconditional love for us. And this is why the universe is saying, hey, shine, don't let the past hold you back. You may be tested right now, but you're going to reap the rewards. So stay the course, guys. Like, breathe, process, like, grieve if you need to, cry if you need to, journal, go to therapy, whatever it is, meditate, go to prayers, like, but know that it's going to work out for you. Exactly. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off, even if you don't see the results yet. I'm not seeing the results yet, but I keep showing up, because I know if I stop showing up, if I stop trying, if I stop planting the seeds, I'm not going to be able to reap the harvest. It's like with the story of the little red hen. All the other animals refused to do any of the work. And even though it was a long process, the little red hen showed up every day and kept doing the work. And then the little red hen was able to, enjoy the fruits of her labor, was able to eat the bread. And all of a sudden, all these animals were showing up. Oh, I'll help you eat the bread. I'll help. And the little red hen's like, you didn't do any of the work. Like, not in the sense of stinginess, but it's just like, that's what a lot of people in modern society seem to do, is like, they want to ride on your coattails and not do any of the work and just like mooch off of you. That's what's been happening, for instance, with my brother. More things are coming to light, and I kept telling him this person wasn't his friend. He didn't want to believe it, but he is, the supposed friend has listed my brother as someone that the debt, or the collectors, the debtors, whatever you want to call them, can call so they can harass my brother. And it's like, he doesn't live with me. He hasn't lived with me in years. Like, no, like, this is not the right person. And apparently this friend has been using my brother's debit card and has been stealing money from my brother. And I'm just like, yeah, he hasn't been showing up to work. And he's having, people out looking for him. Like, cops are after him for his arrest because he's been sending hot checks. And like, he doesn't want to do the work. He wants to ride off other people's generosity and their coattails. And this is also like one of the tests that the universe can give us, is knowing our boundaries, knowing our limits, knowing when enough is enough. Not to be nasty, not to be disrespectful, not to be hateful and spiteful and bitter and like seek out vengeance, but to stand firm in love for ourselves, respect for ourselves, knowing our worth, and be like, no, I'm not going to put up with this. I wish you all the best, but no, you're not going to use me. And so, yeah, like, you will reap the rewards. Your hard work is paying off. But this is also one of the reasons why, if you're like me, all these people and things and places and all that are like falling away. Like, it's all crumbling. You might be like thinking, oh, I'm doing something wrong. It's like, no. The universe is protecting you. Because looking back at like people, places, things, jobs, all that fell away, they were using me. They were toxic. They were dysfunctional. They were so unhealthy. Like, I was literally getting drained and burnt out from all these things. And so, yeah, the universe is going to protect us like that. You are getting everything that you need. The universe is setting you up for success, okay? Yeah, the answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini. Again, like, you may not be seeing the rewards yet. You may not be seeing the harvest yet. You may not be seeing the results, but they're coming. You may not know the best way to move forward. You may be confused and like, well, what do I do? Like, all these things are falling away. Just keep moving forward. Just keep breathing. Just keep showing up because it's coming together. The universe will send you signs and messages. It will give you exactly what you need. It will work magic and miracles on your behalf. But you have to believe and stay the course. Keep showing up. Don't throw in the towel because that's the only way you're going to fail. The only way it's not going to work out for you is if you give up and you're like, oh, it's pointless. Like, I should stop trying. It's like the universe wants you to rise to the occasion. It wants you to become a testimony, basically. And be like, look, I was down and out. All of these things were going on for me. I was like, betrayed and rejected and, denied time and time again. But it's like, look, even though all that happened, I was still able to rise and shine and, be the star that I am. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be famous in the sense of like having like, how with social media, there's going to like people with thousands and millions and billions of followers and all that. But you could be a star in your community or your family or your friend group. Like, you're going to show people what's possible. So it's all coming. Everything you need is going to work out. I promise. Yeah. You are very close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. It's coming together for you. I promise. It may not seem like it now. It may seem like things are bad. But it's like the story of the Chinese farmer. How, the neighbors were so quick to write up whether it was good luck or bad luck and be like, oh, your horse got out, what bad luck. Oh, the next day the horse comes back with, wild horses. Oh, what good luck, they say. Then the following day, the son tries to, tame the wild horses. He falls off and breaks his arm and they go, oh, what bad luck. But then the following day, I don't know, people from the government or army are coming around to recruit because there's going to be a war and like trying to get soldiers, but they didn't recruit the son because his arm was broken, so he wouldn't be of any help. And so the neighbor's like, oh, what good luck. And it's like, no, that ultimately the universe is using everything in your favor. So even if something seems bad, it's either to protect you, it's either to, build your strength, it's like whatever it is, like it's to be for your benefit. Even if it seems like quote unquote bad luck, it's all coming together for you. You're very close to reaching your goals and having this work out for you in the very best way. We have New Moon in Cancer. Relax, yeah. Breathe, rest, relax, take a break. Don't, yes, keep showing up. Yes, your commitment's being tested, so yes, you're supposed to keep showing up, doing the work. But also know that you're allowed to rest. You're allowed to relax. You're allowed to breathe. You don't have to constantly be pushing and pushing, trying to crank out thing after thing after thing and being super productive. If you need to rest, relax, and trust that things are working out for you, even if it doesn't look like it right now. If your job falls through, people, whether it's friends, relationships, family, whatever, they're popping off and rejecting you and wanting nothing to do with you. Relax. The universe has got your back. It is working magic and miracles on your behalf. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't. Just keep showing up as your true, authentic self. Just keep shining your light. Just keep choosing joy and peace and love and kindness and gratitude. Relax and rest easy because it's all coming together. You are so close. Your hard work is paying off and it's going to be beautiful. It really, really is. Like, it's such a beautiful energy. It's like a butterfly emerging from the cocoon, or a chrysalis, because I guess technically it's the moths that have the cocoon. But anyway, like, you're emerging and it's going to be glorious and beautiful. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Yeah, that's one thing in modern society we often forget. I know with my family, I don't know if I've ever heard them say thank you. Genuinely, I don't know. Like, I know growing up, my family would be like, oh, we gotta say thank you for all your gifts and all that. But like, them specifically, like my parents and all that, I don't know if I've ever heard them say thank you. But like, that very much is like the energy you put out comes back to you. So if you're expressing gratitude and joy and peace and satisfaction and, appreciation, then you're going to get more good things. You're going to get more blessings because the universe knows that you will be appreciative. You're not going to take it for granted. You're not going to, abuse it and, misuse it. Like, you're going to be like, no, I'm grateful for this. I appreciate it. I'm going to take good care of it. You're doing so much for me. I'm grateful. And even if, life isn't all perfect, you can be grateful for small things. Like, I'm grateful that I have this avenue to, express myself. And sure, it's not super big right now, but it feels very, like, satisfying to my soul. Like, it's part of my purpose to show up here. And so it's like, yeah, I don't have the most views right now. I don't have the most subscribers, this, that, and the other, but I'm grateful for the ones that I do have, Be grateful. I was grateful to take a little break at a park today. Like, I was just breathing and resting easy, and it was just very satisfying sitting by the pond at the park. And like, there was this one bird that was very noisy, but otherwise it was like really, really peaceful. And it was just a nice break. And I'm just really grateful that I had that opportunity. Because later in the day it started raining a lot, and so like, it wouldn't have been as enjoyable because there wasn't really any coverage at the park. Although I really do like the sound of rain. Don't particularly like getting soaked, but I do like the sound of the rain. Okay. First quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. And this is going back to the lion spirit of being generous of spirit. Show up as your kindest self. Show up as your most loving self. Show up as your most peaceful, respectful, grateful, appreciative, generous self, because the energy you put out comes back to you. And so if you choose to be that, if you're intentionally choosing to be that, to keep shining, you're going to attract like-minded people who have that same energy. And the people who are choosing to not be in that energy will fall away. But also, it's recognizing that even the people that hurt you, you don't want to be super bitter and resentful and hateful and like be wishing them ill will. Like, my brother, he can be such a hot mess. Like, I get why he's so upset at that supposed friend and the girlfriend, but he was going on and on and on about F them, they're dead to me, I hope that they get devoured by demons at the rapture. And I'm just like, holy kid, breathe. Like, you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to not want to have anything to do with them. You can cut ties, you can never speak to them again, like, that's fine. But don't be having all this hatred and bitterness and like wishing all this ill and death upon other people, because that's like drinking a poison expecting the other people to die. Like, we can choose differently. And that doesn't mean we're a doormat, when we're choosing to be kind. That doesn't mean we're a doormat and we let people get away with things. We still can hold people accountable. We can still have the strong, healthy boundaries, but we're choosing to be kind and peaceful and loving. We're not playing, the games of modern society where it's like tit for tat, I'm going to get back at you, an eye for an eye, like the whole betrayal and backstabbing. Like, we don't have to play that. We don't have to engage in the smear campaigns and the manipulation, the deception, and we don't have to play those games. We can choose to be kind, And it's for the betterment of everybody. Like, even if you're choosing to be kind to people or being nasty to you, I chose kindness to that group, even though people were telling me to be petty. And I'm just like, I hear you. I get why people would, but I want to choose what's in alignment with for me and what would allow me to go to bed at peace and proud with myself, to not have regrets about what I chose. And I'm like, if I go and be petty and start doing like reciprocating their choices, their energy, their actions, I'm like, I won't be able to rest easy. I won't be proud of myself. I would probably hate myself for what I chose. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put myself in that situation. Right. This is your turning point. This very much feels like the energy of the Lionsgate. This is your turning point. You can't go back to who you used to be. It's like the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Once you start the process of becoming the butterfly, you can't be like, never mind, abort, let me be a caterpillar. It's like, you're already in the transition period. And like, once you become the butterfly, you won't actually want to go back anyway, because you're no longer in alignment with the ways of the caterpillar. You know better, you've learned, you've grown, you've improved. And once you know better, you do better, This is your turning point. And so, yes, it may be messy. Yes, that you may need to have patience and, keep showing up even though you're not seeing the results. Just like a seed that's been planted, it takes time to grow, but this is your turning point. Start asking the universe, can you show me how it gets better? Can you show me how good it gets? Because trust and expect good things, expect miracles, expect amazing opportunities, because it's possible. You co-create with the universe. So start putting out your hope and your joy and your love of life and how good it can get. Use your imagination to envision how good it can be. Not getting caught up again and letting your past dictate your present and your future. Don't let your past hold you back. This is your turning point. Keep choosing to shine. Yeah. This is not your forever. Look at how beautiful the scenery is. Like, yes, the stream may be long, and you may not be able to see where the ultimate end destination is, because like if you look at this, like the stream just like goes on and on and on, it seems like, but it's not your forever, and you're heading towards the sunset. Like, it gives me that energy of like, with like the romance and all that. It's like they went off into the sunset together. It's like, you're going off into the sunset with the universe. Like, it's bringing you to your brighter days, not necessarily your quote unquote happily ever after, because storms and whatnot can still show up, but like, brighter days are coming. This is not your forever. This is your turning point. So go with the flow, relax, breathe, trust, keep showing up, and know that you will reap the rewards. You will reap your harvest. It's not your forever. If the wrong people are around you, it's not going to always be that way. Yeah. From wounds, wisdom grows. And strength grows, and integrity grows, and kindness can grow. It's like the story of the two identical twins. It's what you choose, because these two identical twins grew up with an abusive drunk of a father. And the one, like, they both grow up, and the mother goes to visit the one, he's in jail. And she goes up to him and she's like, well, how did you end up with this? And he's like, well, look at my father. How could I not? And he's having all the same problems as his father. He's, not going to work. He's rageful. He is abusive. He's like an alcoholic, all these things. Then she goes to the other identical twin, and he's a loving father. He's a success. He has successful in his career. He has a beautiful home with a loving family. And the mother goes up and is like, how'd you end up with this? He goes, look at my father. How could I not? It's what you choose. So yes, hurt people can hurt people, but you don't have to let your past hold you back. You don't have to let how other people treat you define you. You can get wisdom from all the pain, from all the wounds people have given you. You can choose to show up and shine. You can choose to be your kindest self. You can choose to turn it around. Right? You are stronger than you feel. You really are. And it may not feel like it, but you have so much strength. Like, you've overcome so much. You've withstood so much. And it makes me think of the song Colors of the Wind, when Pocahontas is like, well, how high can the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. So if you're cutting yourself down with those limiting beliefs, those negative narratives, believing other people when they don't see your worth, you'll never know how high you can grow. You never know what heights you can reach. So recognize that you're stronger than you feel. Because feelings can feel quite real, but that doesn't mean they're the truth. Yeah, the universe wants you to know you are rebuilding beautifully. You are growing so beautifully. You are so much stronger than you recognize, and you are gaining so much wisdom and so much strength. You've been through so much, but that has just fortified you. It has made you resilient. It is giving you strength of character, and you can share your story. You can share your story and what you've been through, what you've overcome, and be a light to other people. It's true. Cow spirit, the miracles are endless. Yeah. The universe can work magic and miracles on your behalf and is working them behind the scenes. You just need to be open and trust and believe in order to receive. You have to be open and expect good things and to know that they're working out. Because if you're believing into those negative narratives and limiting beliefs, and that's what you're speaking over your life, and that's what you're thinking about all the time, and you're fixating on the problems and you're obsessing over them, the universe is listening and it respects your free will. So that's what you're going to create with the universe. Like, okay, if that's what you're choosing, I respect it. Here you go. And the universe wants you to recognize that it is abundant. It is full of love and blessings and magic and miracles, and know that they're endless. That they can come at any time. This is your turning point, guys. Like, it's going to be so drastically different than anything that's come before. Skunk spirit, know your worth. Yeah, you're worthy. You are inherently worthy and deserving. So don't believe anyone who tells you otherwise. Don't believe the disrespect, the mistreatment, the gaslighting, the invalidation, any of it. You're not worth that. You are worth so much more. So keep shining. Keep showing up. You deserve it. You deserve it. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time, yeah. And with me, the number 8 has always been a super impactful number. It's been super lucky. Like, it was with number 8 that I met my best friend since 6th grade. I was sitting on seat number 8 for gym class in 6th grade, and her birthday happens to be April 8th. So yeah, for me, this feels like a very lucky time, but it's also a lucky time for you. Like, the universe is working things out in our favor. It is recognizing our hard work. It is working with us. It is here. Trust it that it has your back, because it does. It's wanting you to recognize this is your turning point, and it's the start of something new. The old is crumbling and the new is beginning. You are becoming the butterfly. It's a lucky time, so get excited. Right. My past is not a reflection of my future. Know that your future is brighter than anything you can imagine. Again, ask the universe how good it gets. Ask the universe how much better it will get, because the universe will provide. Expect good things. Expect magic. Expect miracles. Keep shining, because you don't have to let other people, past experiences, any of that define you. You get to choose. This is not your forever. Like, I'm still with family members who treat me horribly. But I know this is not my forever, and it's a temporary thing, and that I am reaching the turning point. It's like, I am grateful that I have a roof over my head, because prices right now are just ridiculous with everything. And, housing, all of that is like through the roof. So it's like, yeah, it's not the ideal. It's not my preference. I'd rather not be around their energy. But I'm so grateful, because it's like, okay, I can save up some money by not having to shell it all out on rent or like all these things. So know that your past isn't a reflection of your future. If you were, born into families who are all about lack and negativity and complaining and all of that, know that it's not going to be your future. If you're like me, you're probably a cycle breaker. You're here to break the generational curses and show them what's possible. You're a way shower. You're going to shine the light and illuminate the path forward, that there are other ways to be in this world. So know that your future is bright. Keep shining. Yeah. I'm worthy of respect and acceptance. You've just been around the wrong people. Like, I feel like the only person who's ever truly respected and accepted me and loved me is my best friend and her kids. Like, she has 2 daughters, another kiddo is on the way, and so it's just like, I feel like she's the only one. And it's just like, other people have claimed it, but actions speak louder. And so know that just because other people couldn't see it, other people didn't appreciate you, doesn't mean that's what you were worthy of. You're worthy of so much more. And you shouldn't let your past hold you back, because the universe is lining up this brilliant future for you, full of all these loving souls who actually see you. They appreciate you, they love you, they respect you, they accept you. I am doing work that I enjoy and find fulfilling. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, my family, they keep trying to get me to go into a quote-unquote traditional job, and that has never felt fulfilling or in alignment or something I've been able to enjoy. I've tried, but it's just like, all the environments I've been in are so toxic, and it's just like, it's not a good fit. And it's like, I could go back, but it's not in alignment, it's not resonating, and it's just like, I'm not going to do things just because that's the way they want me to do it, that's the way they think it needs to be done. I'm going to do stuff that I enjoy, that I find fulfilling, and that I can help other people, because that's something that's always been important to me. Like, just in my soul. Like, my best friend's mom, she was telling me, she's like, oh yeah, you've always been super nurturing and caring and wanting to support other people and showing up and like being giving and loving and just kind and just like wanting to be there for other people and help them out. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Like, my mom was telling me about how like my siblings, they all were so royally peeved when a new baby was coming and they were going to be upset. But she told me, with me, I was always like super excited and wanted to help out, and I was so loving and like all that. And then like how I'd always be helping out my younger siblings, and like she'd be wanting to kick my one brother off of her because he was super clingy and a crybaby and a scaredy cat. And like, honestly, I probably picked up on that energy and came to save his little life, because it wouldn't surprise me if my mom actually would have done it if I hadn't. Because my mom would be like, oh yeah, you'd show up and be like, come on, let's go play. And you'd take him by the hand and you'd go play. And it's just like, yeah, I probably felt that, because there's not good emotional regulation in this family. And they will slam things, they will throw things, they will scream, they will toss things at you. Sometimes they will hit you. Like, it's not good. So, yeah, like, I just want to help people, and I find that enjoyable. Maybe not everybody enjoys that, I don't know, but yeah, I'm not gonna do something just to fit in. Like, that's never been my thing. Like, I remember telling my best friend when I met her in 6th grade, I was like, oh yeah, everyone's weird in their own weird way. Like, I've never been one to conform. My siblings were all obsessed with popularity and trying to like have the brands and have all the friends and like all these things, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I'll be by myself, reading, doing art, writing, or hanging out with my best friend. Like, we'd just be doing goofy things and having fun together. we were never into all the partying and all that just thing, you know? This is very fitting. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah, don't settle. Don't play small. Don't compromise on your non-negotiables, your priorities, your values. You know, just be like, well, I have to for this. The universe has your back. It'll set you up if you're willing to, you know, again, your commitment's being tested. So it's like, do you actually value this? Are you actually going to walk the walk? It's, you know, because people will talk the talk. They don't always practice what they preach. They just love to just like babble and have the words come out. And so the universe is saying, hey, if something is a line in the sand for you that you will not cross, don't cross it. Don't be tempted to. Don't do it. Don't compromise yourself. You're worthy. You deserve more. And it's a lucky time, so the universe will provide the magic and the miracles. Okay, firecracker excitement. Yeah, it feels like things are popping off. And sometimes this excitement may not always look the best. Like, just things just like getting heated and like happening very quickly. But in the end, it's something worthwhile to be excited for. Like, things are happening. You're starting to get the movement, the momentum. Things are paying off. The answers are coming. You're very close to reaching your goals. Yeah. Horseshoe. Good luck. Again, with the rabbit, like, it's a very lucky time. The universe is blessing you with good luck and great fortune. Get excited. Trust that things are working out for you, because they are. You can relax and know that it's all coming together. Yeah. Key. Successful outcome to your problems. You are being handed the keys to success because you keep showing up, because you're not lowering your standards, because you keep showing up and putting in the work. You keep, doing the inner work, the healing. You keep choosing to be kind. You keep choosing to shine. You keep choosing to be loving and peaceful and to be grateful. And it's your turning point. It's your turning point. Like, you are unlocking all these doors of opportunity and possibility and potential. It's all coming together for you. Literally, it's all coming together for you. Be victory in some endeavor. Like, you are victorious. You can relax. It is done. Like, it's like written in the stars for you. Relax. Keep showing up. Keep filling up your cup. Keep doing the work. But relax and trust and know and expect that you are victorious, because you are. So you can practice gratitude about that too, Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I feel like this is very much both for you, because of all the things that you've been doing, because your commitment's being tested and you keep showing to show up. You keep choosing to show up. You keep choosing to shine. You keep choosing to be your kindest self, to be grateful, to trust, to keep doing the work, to know your worth, to believe in the miracles. And so it's all going to come in for you. Yeah. Money path. A path of money is waiting for you to find it. Like, the universe, it feels like it's sending you breadcrumbs, like, okay, head this way next, head this way next, this way next. And it's like, you're going to have so much prosperity and abundance and miracles and magic and all of that coming in. And this is not your forever, it's your turning point. You are rebuilding beautifully, and it's going to come together so magnificently for you. Miracles are endless. Expect them. Believe in them. Trust that it's coming together. I'm sending you so much love. This is a very powerful energy portal, and I hope that you all can relax, fill up your cup, do something that you enjoy, make more room for things that light you up. And I will see you next time. Please take care. Bye.